Greetings, everyone. Hope you are having a wonderful Saturday. Welcome to the buffer zone. This is our first buffer zone of our challenge. So every Saturday, Sunday, we have a chance to just get started early or just take it easy and continue what you're doing on week one. But hopefully, you all had a wonderful week one if you guys are doing this challenge with me. Welcome in, Niftiness. Welcome in. But yeah, every Friday we is enhancement day, so we make the recommendations. It's a two-parter. Additions and elimination. So as we were gonna say last night, our eliminations for the upcoming week number 2, starting on Monday, is we are eliminating nothing. You thought you signed up to a diet plan. No, but in honesty, it's we're continuing to build the foundation of having that inner dialogue, having that conversation with ourselves, listening and observing as a spectator with the food angel and the food devil, just going back and forth of um, talking ourselves out of it, guilt trip, giving into desires, whatever those conversations are with uh, your angels, your devils. Yeah, just continue to observe uh, what's leading you to head into this direction, this choice of food, how you think it's gonna make you feel towards how it actually makes you feel, and then later, 30 minutes later, how you really feel after eating that. So just continue to build that foundation, because having that time to think and reflect and going towards the root cause of this food choice, whether it's nostalgic or linked to some pleasure trigger, right? It's definitely important to continue having that food dialogue. Not, at the same time, if you're having cravings and whatnot, go for it and just observe that conversation. Even if you don't feel like finish it, because that is, that's going to be foundation. Once again, we're not doing a diet change here, we're making a lifestyle change, and being observant with your food will help you definitely be observant for your entire life, right? So trying to avoid being reactional down the future and more reflective. So just we're not eliminating anything this week, as this coming week as well. So just continue to have those conversations. Now, in the other half, additions, right? So once again, just a quick recap from last night. We're upping our fruits, right? And our focus is quality, quantity, and variety, having that nice mix of nutrients in there, right? And there's a purpose for this down the road, right? So just keep doing that. Once again, on top of as well, right? Eating, your listening to your cravings and going with it. And once again, as of now, we're siding with the food devil, right? So, and unfortunately, we'll still listen to that food angel, but at the moment, we're siding with the food devil, and having those foods, and then addition of fruits here. And most importantly, once again, having your fruits first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. right? Try to avoid eating the fruits right after a meal, right? And I know that we've been brought up to having our desserts, our fruits at the end as a treat or reward for somehow, right? So once again, that is basically once again that is having those dialogues, because that's what we grew up to, having our desserts at the end, right? So most important to have those that first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, and letting it be able to go through your digestive tract as quickly as possible without building up that those gases. If you the longer it stays in your system, because once again, it's fruits are meant for you to be able to transfer the seeds out of towards away from the parent plant and be planted somewhere else. And you're allowed to have your pancakes. Once again, this week and the upcoming next week is we're having no eliminations. Right. Once again, it's just more important to have that conversation. Right. So the second edition that we're doing also is also the other half, which is increasing our veggies, right? Increasing our vegetables. Once again, quality, quantity, and variety. Having a nice mix of a variety of fruits that will bring in different kind of nutrients. So if you're eating the same thing over and over again, and as I say, or trying to do the same thing over and over again and expecting different results, it's not going to happen. So definitely variety is key. We're addressing the nutritional hunger. We're addressing the variety hunger of the six types of hungers, right? So we're already last week one, we covered thirst as a hunger. So now uh, we're looking after nutritional hunger, which is primary, the one we should really focus on, because once we give our bodies the nutrients that we need, then it's gonna search less for food, right? You're gonna suppress that need for food, right? Because you're getting to becoming well nourished, right? So those are the two additions that we're making tonight for this upcoming week, starting on Monday. Once again, this is the buffer zone, Saturday, Sunday buffer zone. So definitely help you prepare for what you need to buy, right? Definitely uh, today, after my son's taekwondo class, we went to the produce here near us, and we bought a handful of things to get ready for this coming week. So but yeah, once again, not eliminating anything. Once again, there's the two sides of this. Good questions is feedback, right? So with the program, with the creator of the program suggests, throw away the scale after you track your weight, your measurements, your body comp, body fat, BMI. uh, Hide the scale, hide those notes. Later, we're gonna visit that in day 45. But once again, I'm flexible, right? If you're gonna use that in a way to help you take action towards making changes, subtle changes in your day to day, then use that as a fuel. Right now, if you're gonna use that to beat yourself over, like, oh, I shouldn't have that. I failed. I gained 2 pounds. Right. Then yes, please put the scale away. Please put your notes away. We'll revisit that in 45 days. Right. Most important is just being aware, not get yourself in a stressful state. That's why we have the breathing exercise, and we'll be introducing, trying a new breathing exercise, which will help in the stress, your stress. Something that I seen from Dr. Andrew Huberman. So that one will be taking two breaths in and then slowly releasing it. So, but with the two breaths in, the first one will be a nice slow breathing in to the maximum, uh, to the max lung capacity, and then squeezing in a quick second breath in there. So breathing in, and I'll try breathing in through the nose, right? And then breathing out through your mouth. So breathing in through your nose, and just definitely take your time breathing out, because that's where you're releasing out the stress, you're releasing out the calories, right? So just taking breathing into your max lung capacity as much as possible, and then taking that quick breath in, that second breath in, right? And then slowly releasing it. So just try that one out. If that's more helpful to get you calm state, or continue the 555 breathing exercise, right? So, well, yes. Once again, the buffer zone is a way for you to plan ahead, and if there we get to the weeks where there's elimination, then definitely, the buffer zone is your last chance to have it, or get started early and ease your way into to Monday. Let's see. So yeah. So once again, when you're capable of doing it, or finding a variety of different breathing exercise. Those are just two examples that work at your current situation, right? So, but definitely we cannot survive without air, right? So we can survive days to months, weeks and months without food. We could survive days uh, without water, right? We can only survive minutes with air. So just make sure you have certain exercise of to help you with breathing, right? So excuse me. So yeah, these those are changes, but yeah, today was like it was a wonderful uh, conversations with my community on Twitch, and we got into the kind of discussions of various things. But I shared them a video with when it comes to getting that feedback. Feedback is huge, and once again, uh, having that feedback with a scale. If you're gonna use it in a way where you're beating yourself of an extra pound or two, then yeah, definitely put that scale away. We're gonna visit that scale in 45 days. But if you're able to pivot, seeing the weight, okay, you know what? Let's make better choices today. Keep the scale, right? Uh, we could definitely put the measurements away, right? But keep the scale. So, but yeah, definitely. Once again, we don't want to get into a stressful state, and that's why they recommend putting the scale away, because once again, you get into a stressful state, your body can't tell the difference if you're just stressing out on the scale, or you're stressing out from animal that's hiding in the corner, right? And that's where our 3.3 million years of evolution has come to, from staying away from areas that we can hear a growl, and that means danger, and staying away from areas that you know has a nice height to the ground floor, so our bodies can distinguish dangerous spots like height and there's a predator around the corner, right? So I have a good year's supply of food on my body already. All right, good, good, good. So yeah, just make those subtle changes. As much. Don't do you know try not to do a 180 here, right? Because that's definitely setting yourself for failure because your body's not used to this subtle shock of change, right? So just make those subtle changes in 10% pivots, right? We try to come up with as much of the solutions as much as possible, but sometimes those are stuff that we may believe that will work for us, and it's worth trying out, right? But if there's something that doesn't work out, then most definitely, it's important to have those feedbacks, right, and make those subtle changes, pivot, 10% of the time, right, so that you can continue to have your base and slowly move into the directions that will best fit yourself. Okay, so I cannot see this one. It's so Rick, every night I do kind of a wrap up of my evening, my day, part of my 90-day challenge, right? So just kind of keeping this a little bit separate. This is multi-stream, so this is also streaming on my YouTube channel, on my Facebook page. Trying to figure out the Instagram, so hopefully streaming in that. So I'm using this different platform outside of OBS, right? Just to for this one, definitely this platform won't is too slow for gaming. So we did try that a few days ago, and yeah, it was super choppy. So but yeah, thank you guys for rolling with me tonight. Once again, Rick, I guess you were in bed because apparently you won on Pezli's channel and Jedi and Steven and they're calling out your name in chat. It's like, but I tried to message you on Discord, but it was too late. It had to be in person to claim the prize. So yeah, let's see. That explains why I can't keep a streak. Okay, all good. Just so I was. Anyways, hopefully once again, have a wonderful night rest, Rick. Gotcha, gotcha. Oh, no, once again, that's awesome to have those moments with your loved ones. So yeah, just once again, continue what you're doing for week one. Observing your food dialogue, don't eliminate anything, having the breathing exercise, continue with the 68 glasses of water. If you could only do one extra glass of water, then do that. Once again, we don't want to shock our system from what it's used to, right? We're gonna make slowly subtle kaizen approach changes here with our health in the next 90 days. So we're gonna build this foundation. It's probably gonna take 5 weeks for that, and then most important here, just guys thinking once again, and especially that's why we're not eliminating anything. It's more important, right? More important to get the good stuff in rather than eliminating the bad stuff. So once we get our bodies into a more nutrient dense body, then slowly those things that we've been craving will slowly fade away, right? And especially when we have those food dialogues, then now we can truly address the source of eating or having, those ratatouille moments. This is something what my mom used to make, right? So right. So just just trust the program. I definitely did in the summer, and once again, only in 2 months out of the 3 months, I was able to lose 18 pounds. I was able to keep 8 pounds off still, and we're building from there. So every time we do this program, we just building layers upon layers of just health, and layers of just not giving our food choices to the media, to those around us, and just having total freedom to make, rather than being triggered or peer pressured, and just getting off track. All right. Well, anyways, wish you all a wonderful evening. Thank you as always for your wonderful feedbacks. The feedback is key in having this success for each one of us. We don't have to come up with the answers. We just have those positive feedbacks, those support, leveraging on your community, those people around you that support you through whatever goals that you're planning to go. And yes, environment is key. If you're able to raise your environment, you're able to raise yourself, and through that, you're setting example. You're able to raise your community. All right, awesome stuff. Once again, if you want to stay in the loop here, continue to just feel free to follow and subscribe, hit those notifications to be updated. Once again, I do this wrap up in the evening, so it's just better for me to just be able to just have a nice long reflective thought, decompress after the day, so that I can sleep clear minded, and also having letting my mind do the work on solving any challenges that I had today, and solving it while I'm sleeping. All right, and definitely have a good night's sleep as well. All right, thank you all for hanging out with, as always. I'll be live again tomorrow, and yeah, let's reconnect again. Take good care.